recording. Well, welcome back to another episode of the Ketogenic Fasting Project on Carnivore. My name is Tom, and I've got my friend Karina back on. She was on a video with me a short time ago, and didn't get to talk about all the things that she wanted to talk about, and so we're doing it all over again with a little added content. So Karina's joining us all the way from Switzerland. I'm in Southern California near Los Angeles. So say hello to everybody, Karina.
Hello again.
So I think, did you want to jump into the slides and start talking about meat and stuff like that, and we'll just roll through it based on the slides? Or
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Get this going here. So
Yeah.
Tell us about this picture, Karina.
So that's how my fridge looks now. You see on top all the fats that I cook with or use for cosmetics. And then you have some supplements. That's a great company. The omega-3 is also something I still supplement with. But then also the organs, and that company does all different organs, and that's really great supplements. And then of course all the meat. Yeah, that's how my fridge looks like nowadays.
And you used to be a vegetarian, right?
Yes, even a fruitarian, and then my fridge looked completely different.
So for you, you're kind of rebuilding, right? You were on a plant-based diet for quite a while, and you started feeling sick.
Yes.
And then you wound up on carnivore, and so you're eating meat and lots of animal fat, and then these animal-based supplements to kind of build yourself back up, right?
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about what's changed since you went carnivore.
We have touched on this the last time, and there is so much happening. Even in a few weeks, I noticed a lot of such difference. For example, at work, I used to get really stressed from the noise. I mean, where I work in the train, it's a lot of noise anyway, and then if you have many customers, then it's even more noise from that. That used to really exhaust me, and there seems to be more tolerance to that, and even I can still get stressed but when I have like many customers to serve, but it's like for short while, and then I just bounce back into pretty calm inner state, and that's so amazing, because as a vegan I couldn't recover. If I was stressed, that stress just went through the roof. It's and I couldn't calm down, and it took me hours, and then I couldn't fall asleep and stuff like that. I felt angry, and usually I got the migraine afterwards, the next day at least, or even the evening after work when I was in that stress state, stress-related migraines. And now it's so different. I was really stressed the other day at work, and I calmed down, and I expected to have a migraine. Nothing happened, just nothing. And next day I woke up and energetic, rested. It was such a surprise to feel like that. You are just expecting to be in pain or to feel exhausted, and suddenly you feel so different. and that's so amazing. And that's just and now 6 months into carnivore. After 6 months, that's amazing. The results I see. And on a vegan diet, I was really struggling, and I was getting concerned about that I need some even help. That I was getting worse, and I was getting worried about the state I was in, and now it's all gone. I feel energetic. Yeah.
Yeah, I think part of this conversation was spurred on by I had that interview with Sean Baker, and at the end he happened to ask me what I saw was going on, especially with autistic people, and Karina and I are in a group called Autistic Carnivores on Facebook. That's kind of where we communicate a lot. And he was asked, Sean Baker's in there too. He's kind of taking an interest and keep, seeing what people report back. And he'd asked me the changes I saw, and I made a comment about, a lot of long-lasting, really powerful changes in people, both with, anxiety and depression, and like Karina was describing in her work situation, which can be very distressing. People seem to become more robust, and I said something about it. It might take a year or 2 years or 3 years, but what I didn't say was that sometimes these changes are very quick. I know I had terrible arthritis, and that was like 2 or 3 weeks, it was pretty much gone. That's very quick. It's a very quick change. And I've noticed that my anxiety levels have gotten a lot better. They started to improve right away, but they've just been tapering off, and it seems to have a lot to do with not eating plants, but also eating plenty of animal fats, and of course a requisite amount of protein, probably based more on a person's activity than anything else, I would say. But you had made a comment. You go by another name online. I saw that you had made a comment down there on that video that I made with Sean Baker, and naturally anybody gets some of the video like this, and there's plenty of things they didn't get a chance to touch on or they think about later. So this is one of the reasons why we got together, and I thought it was a pretty powerful comment you made. So the thing about really life-changing things like migraines are really debilitating for a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's a very common problem. So I wanted to have you back on. I wanted to cover this. This is a video called Dr. Sean Baker Talks About How Lives Are Changing in the Carnivore Movement. So that's the video, and you can see Karina's comment down below there that kind of spurred this conversation. It's available on YouTube, of course. Tell us about this. What is this mysterious picture, Karina?
Yes, it looks kind of disgusting, but actually it's very yummy. That's just dehydrated, salted beef. And that's perfect when you go on hikes or traveling, and you cannot cook your meat anywhere. So you just take dried meat. And that was my first try in doing that. Yeah, and it really tastes amazing.
I eat a lot of dried beef myself. Now, I guess you live in Switzerland. You guys do a lot of traveling on trains, and so this is ideal to take with you anywhere. I spend a lot of time in the car sitting in traffic, so again, it's ideal. You could take it anywhere. It's easy to eat, doesn't make a mess, doesn't spoil. Always tastes good. Face cream you've been making, right? You're doing pretty much a carnivore style face cream.
Yeah, that's basically all fat. There's some coconut fat as well, and shea butter, but those are the only ingredients that are not animal based. And this is duck fat, honey, ghee, some tallow, and some lard, because all that shit that is in those cosmetics, yeah, that's oh, I forgot, beeswax is also in there. Yeah, that's really, you know exactly what's in your skin cream or facial cream, and you don't have any gluten or whatever they put in there, any soy products. So it's really clean, and it's amazing for the skin. I used to have very dry skin, and I started using just lard for the whole body, and now I thought, oh, I can try this for the face. Yeah, and it's really nice.
Yeah, when I was battling the psoriasis and I was on a PKD diet, I actually just used beef tallow on the lesions because they tend to get scaly and dry and stuff like that. So I never made any face cream or anything like that like you did, but I did use tallow right on the skin. So I used to joke about how everybody loved me because it smelled like prime rib.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's a shot of some more of the lids of the fats you used, I guess.
Yeah, that's I found a place that actually had duck fat. It's really hard to get here in Switzerland. You order it, you pay more for the shipping than for the product, and I was really annoyed at that.
Yeah.
But now I found a store that had even Wagyu tallow, and it's Swiss meat, and then there is that goose fat and duck fat, and I was so happy that you see I bought a lot of that.
Yeah.
Use it for cooking and cosmetics, and tallow I will use for pemmican. So I'm really happy.
I cooked some sirloin tip steak just before we started recording, and I cooked it in duck fat.
Oh, okay.
I've been trying the duck fat just to get that K2. You know, I'm doing that experiment because I did the heart scan and I had a little bit of calcium, my coronary arteries, you know, and supposedly K2 is a good way to remove the calcium from the plaque, assuming the underlying cause of the irritation that inspired the atherosclerosis is gone, and you can remove all that from your body. So hopefully next year I'll do another heart scan and there'll be no calcium. I'll go down to from an 8 to a 0 score. So I've been using the duck fat myself.
Yeah, it's a great type of. Western Price has also found this vitamin K2. He called it the X factor.
This is your mixture on the stove, I guess.
I just melt it and mix it together, and then I fill it into those jars. It's really easy. Everybody can do that. Melt the fat, fill it into jars, and then you have your own cream for the body or for the face, whatever you like it.
And now we get into the meat.
Yeah. So
kind of stuff you typically eat, right?
Yes. I get it from different places, health food stores. Yeah.
They have meat and health food stores in Switzerland. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Here the health food stores are full of patchouli oil, bananas, and tofu.
Yeah, and the usual health food store smell that you have. and the meat is somewhere in the corner, hidden away. Yeah, but now here where I live, they have a big one, and the meat sections is not bad. You'll find a lot of stuff there. So yeah, that's lamb and even beef. Yeah.
Here's another shot. Looks like you got some fish in there as well. Are these oysters up here?
Yes, that's I order from online company in Switzerland, and that's amazing. They have all those farmers that do the really. It's really good quality, and once a month
Like it.
I order from them, and that's some liver there and fish and some ground beef and oysters. Yeah, and
You
all kinds.
attribute your improvement in health to eating this way, right?
Yes, definitely. Since I started eating that way, my health really improved, and I can only attribute it to that way of eating. Yeah, yeah. This is from main store, and they have great meat as well. And I wanted to try meat that's not from Switzerland, some Kenyan meat, some Irish beef, and some duck meat. So yeah, I just wanted to try how this tastes. But usually I eat local meat.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look around. I bought a frozen duck not that long ago, but it was good. But it was, it said in big letters on the package. It said all vegetarian feed. It's like this poor duck didn't get to eat any snails or anything. So hopefully I'll find some other duck. I'm gonna go hit some of the. There's a lot of Asian markets, particularly Chinese markets. So I'm gonna find some duck in there. They probably got better duck. So here you go. Obviously, you're a raw carnivore. You eat all kinds of raw food all the time, right?
Not exactly.
No.
I mean, I have some raw liver every day. That's and the oysters I eat raw, but that's about it. And this is just preparing, putting some salt on it before I cook it in the fat.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
it looks good. I'm jealous. You eat like a queen.
Yeah.
There it is, all cooked. Maybe not so raw.
Not so raw. I like my meat cooked.
Well, imagine that. I'm always teasing Sean Baker when I get a chance. I'll just send him a picture of a piece of raw liver or something, or some raw steak. He's always giving me the face. So.
Yeah, that's the company I ordered from online, and they send it, and that's the bags you get.
They send it by carrier chicken. Chicken flies in with it, drops it off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Bring it in.
Very nice.
This is the online company I order from, and the meat section. Very good quality. And so on.